first one in here. Now people are coming in. Morning, everyone. Calling from, I'm here in Jerusalem, Israel. Beautiful, beautiful day. I'm on my way to an accelerator to film me interviewing some startups for kind of like a reality show. Should be interesting. The show is called The Accelerators. I did it yesterday and doing it today, second day of shooting. It's going to be really interesting. So this is a little bit of a topic that I would say, I don't know if I'd say I've been avoiding, but I've been procrastinating talking about, because I know the reaction of most people when I'd say Google+. So I'm going to say off the bat, hey Ryan, good morning. So let me just say off the bat that if you're in here to like hate on Google+ or not have an open mind or not listen to what I'm saying, then you really, I mean, I love having you here, but really there's no point. If you're here to have an open mind and hear me out and really understand why I feel the way I feel about Google+, then stick around. But if you're just one of those trolls that's gonna be like, you know, yeah, it's a ghost town and you're an idiot and whatever, then just don't bother. I've heard it all, trust me, and it's the same people every time saying that. So, and it's always, you know, not only is it the same people, but when I click on that person's Google+ profile, they have like one post or something. So let me just say this: every single social network or any social product for that matter, no matter what it is, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or anything else, is an empty room at first. Okay? If you open up a Twitter account right now, and by the way, in the early days of Twitter, everyone, you know, said, what do I need Twitter for? It's just another place to update your status. My friends aren't there. My parents aren't there. My grandparents, nobody's there. Everybody's on Facebook. This is what they said about Twitter not that long ago. So what I'm saying to you is as follows. Every single social platform of any kind is an empty room until you make it not an empty room. Okay? I know Google+ has so much potential. I agree it has so much potential, and I'll explain why in detail here, and I'll really try to address all angles of the platform. Sorry, that's just me going in reverse, trying to let someone through here. So again, if you're here just to like hate and make fun of Google+ and, you know, call it a ghost town from today till tomorrow, then just don't bother. If you're here to actually listen and understand the value of someone who actually spends time there and has gotten ridiculous amounts of traffic and value from Google+, then stick around. So let's start with the easy part, okay? The numbers, because the numbers don't lie. The numbers speak for themselves and they don't lie. I've been on Twitter for 7 years, all right? I have 30,000 followers. That's just a fact. And I love Twitter. Twitter's amazing. I've been on Twitter for 7 years and I have 30,000 followers. Fact. I've been on Google+ for 3 years and I have 55,000 followers. So half the time, double the followers. Okay, that's just a fact. There's no debating that. There's no denying that, okay? You know, you can say many things. You can say I came to Google+ with a network. You can explain it in any way you want, and that's fine. I know Google+ has so much potential. Facebook was like Google+. This isn't a troll hill. I thought they were shutting it down. Mike, you thought wrong, and that's the nature of the press. People talk so much trash. I spoke to Bradley Horowitz, who heads up Google+, and he absolutely told me point blank. I said, listen, man, I'm evangelizing the heck out of Google+. You know, don't go shutting it down right now. If you're going to shut it down, give me a heads up right now. And he's like, dude, we're not shutting it down. You know, listen, here's the thing, right? They put, you know, photos in a separate app. So everyone said, oh, they're killing Google+. Really? Did Facebook kill Facebook when they put Messenger in a separate app? No. That's what they did because they said people use photos as a separate entity, and so we're going to put it as a separate app. That means nothing about their intention of closing down Google+, nor is there any intention of shutting down Google+. There just isn't. So just ignore the rumors, and they're not true. I can tell you firsthand. That's not to say, by the way, and this is very important. Very important here. That is not to say that they won't shut it down one day, because they did shut down Buzz. They shut down Wave. They have this kind of thing going on where they do shut down social products, and I'm not saying they won't. But as we speak right now, high school, like maybe 6 months ago, I put it on Twitter. I got like, I don't know what, 10 retweets and like 30 faves. I put it on Facebook. I got like 70 comments. I put it on Google+, and I got 1,500 shares. 1500 shares. That is a number that I've never seen. Even my highest retweets have been 1,300. I don't think I've ever had 1,500 retweets on anything. Never mind Facebook. That's a whole different, that's not even close to those numbers. That's just a fact, okay? I asked on Google+ a long time ago, saying I'm giving Android a shot. What are some best Android apps? I had thousands of comments, but real comments. Try this app, try that app. Like valuable comments, not just trolls saying, you know, stupid things. You know, I've put funny videos on Google Plus and on Twitter and on Facebook and on every different platform and something else, but specifically videos on Google Plus go very, very far. I've probably close to 100 posts on Google Plus over the last 3 years that have had over 1,000 shares. Those are numbers I don't see anywhere. It's just a fact. Those are real numbers. You can't ignore those numbers. So why is it not working for you, right? That's what you're thinking. Well, I'm there. I don't. So just try to take a step back, put aside all the animosity, and look at it from an objective perspective. How many posts do you have on Google Plus? How often do you spend posting and engaging on Google Plus? Do you actually like other people's stuff? Do you share other people's stuff? Do you build relationships there like you do on Twitter? Probably not. So what people say is, it's Google, social, they don't know what they're doing. It's a ghost town. Before you call it a ghost town, go spend time there. I invested many, many, many hours building up my network there, so I have a network there and I have value there. It's real. Anybody who says it's a ghost town, and you hear them saying that and everyone says it, go check out their profile, see how much time they spend there. And you'll see that not much. So it's just like every other social network. If you don't spend time there, you don't build it out, then you'll have nothing there. It's an empty room. Google Plus's interface is so cool, especially on a device. Yeah, I don't like it on Twitter, on iOS so much. It's not such a great app, but I understand that their focus is not iOS. But anyway, so that's just like numbers wise. I mean, I get endless engagement there. Likes, share, plus ones, shares, comments. It's more than I get on any other platform. By the way, my blog and all the traffic that I'm trying to drive to wherever I'm trying to drive it, Google Plus is consistently in the top 2. Consistently. Twitter's up there sometimes Facebook's up there, sometimes search is up there, but Google Plus is always there. And I'm going to talk a lot more about search in a second, but I just wanted to address the numbers first. If you spend time in Google Plus, but real time, not just time to prove to others that there's no value and then go show that you had 4 posts there that got no engagement and no traction. No, you spend time there like you spend time on Twitter and Facebook, posting there regularly and engaging with, forget posting, commenting on other people's things, building out your network. Then you'll see that there's real numbers there. But without that, yes, it's an empty room like any other social network. I'm always curious about the view count there. I posted a handful of times and it claimed the profile said 70,000 views, more than my Twitter. Yeah, I have like 9 million views there. It's very simple. Things can go very, very far on Google Plus, but you have to spend time there. And unfortunately, 9 out of 10 people that say it's a ghost town have not spent any time there, have not really given it a run for its money, and they're just talking out of complete ignorance and rumors. Like you said before, you heard it's dying. It's not dying. People like to talk, and they put photos in a separate app because they saw that this is the way people use it, as a separate thing, and they wanted to offer Google Plus and they wanted to offer photos, and that's totally fine. And that's what Facebook did, and many developers unbundle their apps. Foursquare did it with Swarm, and that doesn't mean anything about anybody dying. So let's just get over that whole it's dead because they release photos. That's just silly. On another note, how do you like my new hat? Anyway, okay. So that's number one, just the numbers, okay? And those are not something that we can deny or debate because you can go look at my Google Plus. Let's say hello to some people. Hey, Caitlin. Good morning from Israel. Let's see who else is in here. I'm on 3G, not 4G, unfortunately. I don't know why. Who else is in here? Roy. Good morning, man. Who else? Tom. Hey, David. Shari, good morning. All right, I don't know. Hello, can you talk about this scheme and how you can refresh your older material so it's not lost? You mean on Google Plus in general? What are you asking about? I don't understand. Let me just see who else is in here. David Avery. Hey, Mordechai. Good morning, man. Melanie, thanks for coming in. All right, so, nice hat. Thank you, man. Anyway, so, yeah. So, bottom line is numbers are there. You just need to spend time there, and that's undeniable. You cannot deny that. But let's put aside everything I just said. Forget it all. You get no numbers there, all right? Nobody's listening to anything you're saying. You're not getting any engagement. Fine, great. Now let's take one step further. What is Google saying to you right now? And Google says this very clearly. Google's saying to you, listen, we offer you industry-leading products. Search, Gmail, Google Maps, whatever it is, calendar, everything that Google, Android, everything that Google, YouTube, everything Google offers you is free, pretty much, right? You can upgrade to a premium, but everybody's using it for free, pretty much. They're saying to you, listen, if you want to use our products for free, we have a social layer, okay, that unifies our entire portfolio. We want you to use it. So people say, you're forcing me to use Google Plus. They're forcing you? Really? You don't want to use Google Plus? Use Yahoo Mail. Use Hotmail. You want to use Gmail products? Then play by their rules. Their rules are, if you want, right now, to comment on YouTube, you need to have a Google Plus login. If you want to review an Android app on Google Play, you need a Google Plus login. Google is saying we're putting all our eggs in one basket. And again, let me just be very clear here. And I said this in the beginning, but I'll say it again. This could change in an hour from now. They might very well shut it down one day. I don't know. But right now, Vic Condacho was the head of Google Plus. He left for several reasons. He's a good friend of mine. He's amazing. Bradley Horowitz is leading up right now. I speak to him regularly. They are not killing Google Plus. They are putting all their eggs in Google Plus's basket. And they're saying to you, if you want search, you can do regular organic SEO and continue to do that. But Google Plus content appears on top of Google search. So if you're a company that needs search, which is every company on planet Earth pretty much, you need to be on Google Plus, and that's it. And if you don't like the fact that Google is forcing you to be on Google Plus, then get out of the Google universe, go use Yahoo Mail or Hotmail. That's it. That's just Google's rules. They're saying to you, you're using our products. We're providing you value for free. So we're saying to you, please use the unifying layer called Google Plus to enhance the experience and add a social layer to all your Google experiences. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's not even like they're charging you money for it. They're just saying to you, use the platform. It will provide you value. So, you know what? If you want to give up on reviewing Android apps, commenting on YouTube, getting search, and using Google products, then by all means, you're free to go. But if you're going to use Google products, and you're going to use all the products I just mentioned, then play by Google's rules, and that's it. The bottom line is you cannot ignore YouTube and search, and you just can't ignore them. So Google is saying get on Google+. Hello, I was getting the feeling that my activities on Google platforms was taking over my searches on Google. You're getting the feeling? That's a good thing. Now you can manipulate, quote unquote, search as quickly as you want. You don't have to wait for organic search to index everything you're doing. You can actually get on top of search by using Google+. So listen, no matter how you want to look at it, whether you want to look at it from a traffic perspective, or you want to look at it from a business perspective, Google is saying we're putting our eggs in one basket. We want you on Google+. If you don't like it, then by all means use other products. But if you want to use Google products, you need to get on Google+. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of interesting things about the kind of the Google Plus kind of philosophy of circles and whatever. That's a matter of opinion. Some people like it, some people hate it. At the end of the day, I enjoy it. I don't love it on iOS, but I do enjoy it. And as far as I know, as of last week from Bradley Horowitz himself, they're not planning on killing Google Plus. And from just a pure numbers perspective, it's of real value. So anybody ignoring it is really just saying, kind of like, okay, I hear you, Google, you want me on it, but I'm saying basically screw you, which is just not very smart from a business perspective. If you're a startup, if you're a company, you don't want to be on, Google's bad side. I'm making it sound like they're a bully. They're not a bully, but they're giving you tools and an opportunity to build out your brand, build your traffic, and you're saying no. It's just not smart. And I understand, by the way, don't get me wrong, I understand that, you feel like you have to be on Facebook, you have to be on Twitter, you have to be on Instagram, Pinterest. I understand. And by the way, that's one of the topics that I'm going to talk about on Meerkat, how to choose, which platform when. But ignoring Google Plus as we speak right now, and again, this might change tomorrow. I'm just going to say it again. This might change tomorrow. I already see the tweets coming, by the way. I'm going to share, whoever does tweet me, if this ever does happen that they kill off Google Plus, I'm going to send them this video. I'm going to be like, I said 100 times, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I'm saying right now, today, it is of tremendous value for all companies, and people shouldn't ignore it. It's just very stupid to ignore it. Let me see who else is in here. Mr. Treisman, welcome, dude. Thanks for coming in. I don't know. It's like it's taken a very long time to load the names of people. It's kind of annoying. Michael Porath, welcome, dude. Who else is here? Yeah, I'm clicking on profiles and like knowledge. That's knowledge. Care to elaborate on the word knowledge? Anyway, so that's my thoughts on Google Plus. And another note, just on a personal level, as I've mentioned a few times, I'm building something myself at Zula right now. That's I'm not coding it, but we are building it. I think Google is a bully, but prefer them over Facebook. Okay, care to elaborate how they're a bully? Are they not offering you services that you use every single day for free? What are they doing exactly to bully you? It's interesting. I'd love to hear why you think they're a bully. Anyway, so we're building out a product right now at Zula that I'm pretty sure every single person who's sitting in here is going to love. And I cannot tell you how excited I am. I got on a call with Scoble last night, and then on a call with a friend of mine at Mashable, and I told them both about it. And they both said to me, like, your passion is like, Scoble's like, your passion is powerful, I think is the word. Like, I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to be, you are giving so much of it. Hello. Hi there. Guys, if you want to beta test something on iOS in the next 2-3 weeks, shoot me a tweet saying you want to beta test it, and I will send it to you as soon as it's available on Crashlytics. It's going to be seriously exciting, and it's a beautiful, beautiful app we built real quick. So let me know about that. As far as Google Plus, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. No matter how you want to look at it, whether you want to look at it from traffic, it has amazing, amazing, unbelievable potential for traffic, and my numbers show that. Go look at my numbers. I have 55,000 followers on Google Plus, 9 million impressions, or something like 9 million impressions, and like thousands and thousands of comments on a lot of posts. Not every post, by the way. Don't get me wrong. If you look at my Google Plus, you'll see some of my last posts. I'll tell you one thing, though. I took a picture at Google Israel maybe like 3 days ago. Put it on Twitter, got whatever, a few retweets. Put it on Facebook, again, same thing. Put it on Google Plus. Well over, like, I think 100, 150 plus ones and shares and comment. You know, listen, it's just not a ghost town. There's nothing else to say. It's real. Problem is that I spend a lot of time building it, and most people say, you know, it's a ghost town without trying. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that you try it before. In general, by the way, it's a good rule of thumb for life. Before you, like, make up your mind about anything, maybe give it a fair chance. How about Android? Beta test, contact me. Yeah, okay. Would love to be a beta tester for Zulap. We'll send it over, guys, as soon as it's ready. If you want, best just to make sure that I don't forget is to email me. My email is the same as my Twitter, @Gmail. Just shoot me over literally one word, beta, and I'll just archive it, and then I'll search for the word beta in my Gmail, and I'll send it out to everyone who contacted me. That way I have your email address as well, so that I can send it to you. I'm telling you guys, this is, you know, you guys, I hope if you follow me on Twitter, if you know me for more than 3 seconds, you know I don't self-promote ever. I'm not a fan of this, but I'm honestly saying this to you as people who I'm connected with. You are irrelevant of me, you know, having built it. It is a product that is going to enhance your life. That's it. It's an amazing, amazing product, and it's stunning. I'd like to hear what you have to say about LinkedIn. Avery, David, I did a home haircut on LinkedIn, and you can look at it on my Pinterest board. I talked a lot about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very, very powerful platform, but I use it very differently than most people. So go check out my Pinterest board about the meerkat I did about LinkedIn. As for someone asked about Android, I should have more control over my data, including monetization tools. Data coop is just, I don't understand what that means. Would love to beta test for Zulap. Beta test, contact me. How about Android? What do you want to know about Android? I use iOS. I have a lot of Android phones at home, like the OnePlus and others. I could not use Android until Android 5.0 because of lock screen notifications. Because I'm sitting in a meeting and someone emails me or whatever, tweets me. I want to be able to see what that is and choose whether to ignore it or address it. On Android, I have to turn the phone on, swipe the notifications down, look at it, and then choose. On iOS, it lights up the screen and shows me on the lock screen. So there are all kinds of hacks and all kinds of apps out there on Android that turn on your lock screen and display notifications. None of them worked well. In Android 5.0, they actually copied the whole lock screen notification concept. So now on Android, I do get lock screen notifications. Unfortunately, I'm obsessed with my iPhone 6 Plus. I haven't even really given it a shot yet, but we'll see. I might. I haven't been able to use Android, and I've tried, trust me. I had the Note 2. I've tried many, many times. I just could not get used to that. That one thing drove me a little bit crazy, the notifications. Useful for a few people working on a side project. What are we talking about? Hey, hello, long time no see. How have you been? I am great. Vegan Stronggorg? Remind me? I don't know. You got to give me your name because I don't recognize the screen name. Nelson, morning. Welcome. Anyway, guys, you know, I don't really want to, as you know, again, if you follow me, I hate going near any of this stuff, and it's 7:50 in the morning, so I definitely want to be talking about this, but I have to say my heart is a little broken from the events of the last 48 hours. Like, you know, I had my good friend Farhana, who's actually Muslim, who works for us at Zula, come to Israel for the first time last week, and she just fell in love with the country. Everyone who comes here loves this country. It's really such a beautiful, beautiful country, and it's so peaceful and beautiful, and, you know, the press is like, it just makes us look like the devil, and it's just not the case. And then, unfortunately, over the last 48 hours, horrible, horrible things. We let a Palestinian into Israel to pray for Ramadan, and he just took a knife like this big, like a huge freaking knife, and stabbed a cop in the neck. And the guy's in critical condition. And then when the terrorist was taken out, he's also in critical condition. We are treating him in our hospital, which, you know, we're big believers in high morals and ethics, but I mean, like, it's just so horrible. And then 20 hours before that, a kid was hiking, and some car asked him for help. He came over to help the car, and the driver of the car just started speaking to him and heard that he's Israeli, shot him right in the face, point blank, dead. A kid. It's just horrible. I mean, I don't understand how a human being acts that way. But then, you know, I hear these stories about ISIS. I'm having nightmares about this stuff. I don't understand how a human being with blood and DNA and everything we have in our soul can do things like this, you know. But whatever. It's 7:50 in the morning. I don't really want to talk about that stuff. Let's go back to talking about tech. Would the Zula app be useful for just a small team? Haven't gotten to check it out yet. Yeah, Mike. The Zula app, as it stands right now, is about team communication. Download it. It's iOS, Android, and the web. It's exactly what it's for small teams. But what we're building now is actually not in the same space. It's not about team communication. It's a whole new thing, and I can't say more than that because it is very, very under the radar and stealth, and it'll be ready in a matter of weeks, so you'll see. But it's not a team communication app. Zula, as it stands right now, will remain in the App Store. So definitely check it out. You can create a team in like 2 steps. Create a team, share files, conference call, you know, take a poll, do everything you need to do as a team. That's as it stands right now. It's downloadable. It's free, iOS, Android, and the web. So check it out for sure. What's up with the fedora? No hate, just asking what's up with it. There you go, it's gone. I put it on at the beginning of the stream. It's a new hat, so I just put it on. Whatever. Quick question: do you think Fitbit is a fad, or will it crush my Apple Watch? Fitbit IPO'd last week. Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a Jawbone. I'm not a big fitness guy, but I think Fitbit's Israel will again be known to the world as a powerful nation. That is my opinion. I hope so. I mean, I forget about powerful. It's a peaceful nation. That's what's most important. Nobody in Israel wants, you know, violence. I mean, not nobody, but there's exceptions to every rule. But I mean, it's really we just want peace. We just want to live in peace. It's really sad. I mean, whatever. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, guys. So really, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Google Plus, and just to sum it up, anybody who jumped in right now. Let me see who just jumped in here. Hey, Kim. Good morning. Arnold. Taking forever. Carl. There you go. All right. Anyway, will Google Plus content have more longevity on the net? I think for sure. Listen, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that Google owns search, at least for now. So yeah, the fact that Google owns search will definitely help Google Plus kind of content sustain itself. That's a topic for another time. I think I've actually talked about that. Yeah, I did. I said five pain points that if someone solves will have a unicorn. One of them was actually longevity on the net and content getting lost. I think that's a real problem. The fedora was fresh. Keep rocking it. Okay, back on. There you go. Is there correlation between SEO and G Plus usage? Absolutely, Ryan. I said there's many reasons one should use Google Plus, but one of the main ones, if you're going to ignore the engagement and the numbers and the traffic and the Android reviews and the YouTube comments, all that ignored, you'll get better SEO if you're on Google Plus. Your Google Plus content will rise above organic search results, and that's huge. I think they called it Google Plus Your World was the name, if I'm not mistaken, and that cannot be ignored. You cannot ignore search. That's just crazy. With all the buzz around social, search is still more traffic. Still drives more traffic to most sites than social. So anybody who ignores search is just a fool. It's just the bottom line. So for that reason alone, it's worth it to get on Google Plus. Good morning, thanks, Hill, and the hat is a hit. Thank you, I appreciate that. This will again be known. All right, guys. Listen, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm on my way to. You know what? Maybe you'll walk me. Actually, I'm gonna get out of here and. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, I'll problem is I can't put Meerkat in the background and I want to pay for parking. So what do I do here? I could pay when I get there, I guess. No, I don't want to get a ticket. If I put Meerkat in the background, does anybody know what happened? Can I jump back in? Does anybody know? I don't know. I'd love to just pay for parking and then jump back into the stream and walk you to the accelerator. Should I try it? All right, let's do this. I'm gonna put you in the background. I'm gonna pay for parking. If it disconnects, then this is goodbye. If I come back, then I'll continue streaming, all right? So goodbye for now, but I will be back, hopefully. I'm putting you in the background right now on my iPhone, and I will try to come right back in. So let's try. Here's an experiment, but if it doesn't work,